Make sure I'm not on the Bluetooth. Hey, 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 hey. Peace. How are y'all feeling this evening? Oh shit. How y'all feeling this evening? Bonsoir. Just gonna let some time pass. Hey honey, hey. And let some people have a little bit of time to get into the room and stuff. Shit. I'm late. But hey, we are on divine timing. And mom timing and IG timing. So tis all good. Peace, 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 peace. I appreciate y'all joining in with me this evening. I think it's gonna be a good one. I hope y'all enjoy it. I know I am. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to doing a little bit of energy clearing, energy movement, and just spend some time with self, going inside a little bit. Yeah, man, this energy system requires maintenance, constant maintenance. You know, people are like, oh, I'm gonna get my chakras balanced one time and then think it's just gonna be enough. But no. So, I know a lot of people I talk to don't really feel like they're doing what they're supposed to do on a regular basis. So I figure if we do this as a group, it'd be a little bit easier, and y'all see how quickly this can be done, and just how useful it is on a day-to-day basis. So like I said, I'm going to just give a hot second for some people to dive into the room. I don't think I need that. I'm going to need that. And I'm going to talk a little bit. Ooh, that ain't it either. I'm going to talk a little bit first. And just give you a little bit of background of what we're working on, the purpose of it, where it's coming from, and so that you can do this on your own and you don't need me, right? I like to give people real tools. I feel like I'm far away from the camera, but it's kind of okay. It's actually all right. Bring this thing down just a wee. Didn't want to sit at my desk because ill. Right, I want to be nice and comfortable. So I suggest if you're going to participate with us, and you should, please get comfortable. Please get comfortable. Please get comfortable. All right. I have some tea here with me as well that I'll be sipping on. So if y'all have something that, makes you feel nice and comfortable and cozy, get you a little bit of that. If you want to have a journal to jot down some thoughts, please have that as well. If you want to jot down some questions or anything, please feel free to. Now, I'm always one of those people that's like, I don't want to go too deep because I don't know where y'all are mentally, right? So I ain't just trying to hit y'all with all the things. But if everything is feeling right, then we should go as deep as we can, possibly, or should. We'll fill it out, okay? And you're gonna know for yourself. And what we're gonna do today, it may not be new to you at all, but the way that I am gonna spin it may be, right? Some people may be. So I'm gonna give, let's see, 2 or 3 more minutes. Have you ever interacted with sylphs? A little bit. Maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, I was really into it. Actually, I think it was longer than that. I was really into it because I was really heartbroken about chemtrails, right? And I remember, it had to be a long time because I had a job. I was coming off the freeway, and when you get off the freeway, there's like a hood store, the hood populace is outside the store. And there was one young man out there, and he was like bopping and shit, and doing this. And I just looked up, it was like all these chemtrails over him, and I was like, oh, this dumbass doesn't know. People don't know what they're doing to us, right? All of this shit. And then I started diving more into working with sylphs and help cleaning up the air and all that stuff, and then also clarity of mind. And it's also beautiful to graduate from that state of all these things that they're doing to us to life is life. Life is life. There's good, there's bad. You're going to find your way to navigate it. People have devious plans, people have beautiful plans, and at the end of it, it probably all balances out. The question is, what you gonna do with yours? You know what I mean? So, early in my days, I was on the conspiracy theorist tip, not theorist, conspiracy fact tip, you know, that's when I was mostly in with the silks. But now I see them, you know, I see them often. I appreciate them. I love elementals in general. So I just appreciate having them around. Okay, so good question. Appreciate that. Hey Mars, how are you? I'm gonna get with you probably sometime this week, child. You know how I am. Okay, you know how I am. But I do have some things for us to do. So shout out to you. So if everybody is ready, we're gonna start because I want to get y'all in and out of here, right? And yeah. Let's do it. So the way this is going to work, well, first off, welcome to Dissolving the Dirt with Adara Moselle. We're doing ancient tantric practices to purify the system and remove negative attachments. So a lot of people don't know how much Tantra spans different cultures, right? So the first exercise that we're going to do after my whole explanation, most people know of it as alternate nostril breathing. And that's from like the yoga style of doing things, which is also a style of, you know, Tantra and things. But where we're coming from is the Tibetan and Buddhist style of energy purification and working with their channels. So the thoughts might be very similar, but my pleasure. I need this too. And that's why I'm doing it, because I need this shit. And I was figuring, yeah, fuck it. I need this shit. And I was assuming that other people might as well. So what we're going to start off doing is the 9 breathings of purification. So I'm going to talk a little bit, give y'all the right perspective on this whole series that we're doing. And at the end of it, I hope you get as much benefit as this has given me. This is something I do almost daily. It's part of my morning routine. I have a morning routine that I'm flexible on, but not too flexible, because I can feel the not having it. Okay, but these breath works and visualizations, they're really powerful. They're really powerful. And remember that this is subtle energy. Okay, so when a lot of people get into meditation, into breath work, into all this kind of stuff, they have all of these radical ideas of what's supposed to happen, right? We're just really trying to watch. If something happens, great. But really, we're just trying to watch ourselves so we can know when there's disturbance. And this is kind of the opening of the conversation. Disturbance, right? So we're humans, we live lives. Sometimes things are great, sometimes things are bad, but every day there is some level of disturbance that comes into our lives. It could be electrical waves and whatever else. It could be arguments with people. It could be bad food that we put in. It could be negative self-talk, all kind of stuff. There's disturbances. And when we talk about energy and the energy system, that flows through our channels. So if you're not familiar with the energy body, that's what your aura is, your chakras, but there's also nadis and meridians and drops and ovals and all of this stuff that is very intricate. Okay, so let's talk about meridians for a second. Think of meridians almost like rivers in your body that the energy moves through. And if you're familiar with acupuncture or acupressure, each of those dots on the acupuncture or the meridian pathway, KD3, KD1, urinary bladder 4, all of those places are places that energy collects and pools. So think of rivers and then little pools and lakes, okay? And a chakra would be like a big lake. You feel me? A big lake. So we're talking about energy flow. Now we're talking about, so in these meridians, the Buddhists call it winds, but that's what flows through the meridians. You call it energy, prana, whatever else. But they're the winds, and on this wind rides disturbance. So what we're going to try to do here with not tantric body work, always tantric body work, but with these exercises is, one, minimize the disturbance. And the reason for that is because we need clarity. Clarity is the first thing that you have to get if you're going to figure out anything. The lack of clarity equals confusion, which is a major disturbance, is chaos, and it's hard for things to manifest for you. right? Now, the work that I do is designed to give pleasure, healing, and enlightenment, and eventually all three and whatever else. This series we're dealing with the enlightenment. And what enlightenment really means is to add more light into your system. Like, you are a light body individual. And there is a certain capacity of light in which you can hold. But what obscures light? Clutter. If I have a light like this, I'm trying to shine in front of you, but I got heads. Oh, damn, I took the thing off. Like this. But there's heads and everything else like that. Can you see? No. So the light inside your body is being obscured by all these disturbances, thought, mentally, emotionally, all this other stuff. Okay? So when you're doing alternate nostril breathing, most people don't tell you that you're supposed to be expelling this stuff through each of these breaths. Have they? Probably not. They're probably just telling you to breathe in, switch your fingers, breathe out. But there's a whole system to it. All right? So that's what we're going to go into first. We're going to go into that first. And then after that, we are going to, this is one I want to do. And it's so beautiful. But like, I ain't gonna try to freak y'all out. But it's such a beautiful exercise. And it's a traditional tantric exercise. But I don't know where perspective y'all coming from. So, get in how you feeling. But yes. Where is your dad? Sleeping? And this is why we do meditation. Kids. Mommy's working. Don't get on the camera. Y'all go downstairs. Go hang out with Cousin Jasmine. Guys. I'm sorry. Hey, bye-bye. I love you. Mommy loves you. Bye. I know you want to stay up here. And if you weren't so loud, I would let you. However, I ain't with the foolishness right now. Close the door. Bye. But I knew it was going to happen. But to their dad's credit, he works long hours and stuff like that. So let us do it. So first thing I'm going to do is just explain to you a little about this alternate nostril breathing. But really, 9 breathings of purification. So you have 3 channels. You have your Pingala, Ida, and Sushumna. So your Ida is on your left side. That's your feminine channel. On your left side. On your right side is your Pingala. And in the middle is your Sushumna. Now they go like this. And they collect down here. And the middle pillar comes up and out through your crown. Okay? So when you're doing this exercise, what you're doing to clear the right channel is you're going to breathe in through your left nostril, and then you're going to push it out through your right. And when you push it out, you're going to start gently, but as you get to the end of it, you're going to push kind of hard. Okay, so forgive me if I don't want anything to come out my nose, but I'm going to push kind of hard because I'm trying to clear my itch. And I'm sorry how that looks, because whatever, I got to heal too. How about it? Right? But when we're doing this thought on the right channel, and I'm going to go back over this, we're dealing with anger, we're dealing with aversion, we're dealing with procrastination, we're dealing with general avoidant attachment style. We're dealing with not stepping into something that you've been guided to do that you know is best for your life. We're talking about all of those things. So we're going to have you think about one of those occasions for you. Hopefully something recent or something that's pressing for you that's easy to call up in your memory. And we're going to do that. All right. On the left side, we're going to breathe in through the right, out the left. And we're going to think of a time when we were holding on too much. We didn't want to let something go. We could be holding on to a person, to an argument, to a this, to a that. Grasping. And beyond grasping, filling stuff up. Like, if you can't sit in silence, like if you're silent for too long, you feel like you got to talk, this is the channel to work with. If you are a hoarder and you can't throw stuff away, this is the channel to work with. If you can't let go of old friends, this. If you have ideas of how people are supposed to be and mad because they're not, this is the channel to work with. Okay? And the middle one, doubt, self-confidence problems, all of that we're going to push out through our middle channel. So we do each of these channels 3 times. That's where the 9 breathings comes from. Now, each one is supposed to get clearer each time. And the secret about this is to search for the openness. So we want spaciousness in our bodies and in our minds. We want stillness and we want silence. Spaciousness, stillness, silence. Whatever practice you do, whether it's Tantra, whether it's this, where it's that, space. Okay? Because you can't feel cluttered, right? If you feel all tied up and backed up inside, is your stuff running smooth? No. Space. Stillness. If you're jittery and anxious and all this stuff all the time, if you can't, if you have to always be doing something and you can't just be and exist, this is a problem. This is what we want to work on, because a lot of the electromagnetics and a lot of our jobs force us into that. Like me having to be on cameras and computers and all this other stuff, I'm constantly in front of a screen. And when I close my eyes, they're flickering like this. I don't know if you ever experienced it. You're like trying to relax and take a breath, and now your eyes are doing this. You're like, ugh. That is coming from electromagnetic activity and the flicker rate from your screen and from your phone and all this, and how fast your mind actually processes. So when that happens, you got to like bring it on down. So we want stillness and silence. Silence is the break that your system needs to process all that data that was coming in. Right? Like you detox in silence. Like people don't talk about that, but silence can be used as a detox. So people do silence meditations, all of that. So when we're talking about people having a hard time meditating, they think that you're supposed to be silence in their mind. No, you're just supposed to look for the silence. So if there's a thought coming, there's 1,000 thoughts, just look for a tiny little slither of silence. And eventually it's a longer one. And then eventually it's long. And now your mind is not doing stuff. It's just watching to see what's going to happen. And you're silently watching inside. And you see the disturbance, like, oh shit. And you get work on it. And it's just, and you clear it out real quick. This is what this is for. This is how this stuff is supposed to be used. It's not supposed to be used to make yourself feel holier than thou and all this stuff. Energetics, Tantra, meditation, all of this stuff is very practical. Astrology, numerology, these are practical sciences designed to help you make the most of your everyday experiences. And to find your purpose, find your destiny, find your path, be on the path, all you got to do is make minor corrections every day. Just like you're driving on the freeway. You're in one lane, but your hand's still doing this, ain't it? You got to constantly correct. And if you don't know where that place of stillness, space, and silence is, you don't know that middle place to find. So that's why we're starting with this. Okay? So welcome to everybody who just joined us. Thank y'all for tapping in. We are about to get ready for our first exercise. So the way we're going to do this is very simple. Like, and if you can't cross your legs, don't trip. Don't trip. Who cares? You know what I mean? Cross your ankles or something. You know, the reason why we cross our legs is because it stimulates a feeling of warmth in the lower cavities and in the system. Okay? That's the real reason we cross our legs, to stimulate warmth. So if you can't cross them, fine. But try. Just your ankles or something, maybe lightly if you're laying in the bed. You can put your hands like this, like you see the meditation people doing. This is the gesture of equanimity. You can use different fingers because they do different things. Trust yourself, feel yourself. So if you want to connect more with upper energies, your first 2 fingers. If you want to drive in more earth energies, these fingers. You know, feel yourself. Each finger has a different property. Different traditions give each finger a different thing. So whatever your home ish is, go for it. Okay? Go for it. So are we ready? Okay. So, like I was saying, this is not the Hindu style of alternate nostril breathing. Okay? So traditionally they're going to say put these fingers, these 2 fingers at the base of your thumb. Use this closed up. We're going to use our right ring finger. Close our right nostril. And when we inhale, we're going to inhale a light green energy that comes up and down. And it's going to collect right here. So when you're about to exhale and switch fingers, the breath should be right here. And then we're going to hold it for a second as you switch. And then you're just going to exhale. And when you exhale, you're pushing up and out that right channel. That anger that you thought of. That avoidance situation that you thought of. That procrastination you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're going to do. So first, I want everybody just to take 15, 20 seconds to just think of a time you were angry, you avoided something, you procrastinated something. I want you to really feel it in your body. Like, don't just have it in your mind. Have it and feel that body sensation that comes with it. Okay? I was angry this morning. Actually, all day. That's why I need this. Just breathe deeply. Relax your shoulders. Straighten your spine if you can. All right, we're going to take our right ring finger to the right nostril. Okay? Yeah, close the right nostril. Breathing in light green energy. Ready? Hold. Switch. Breathe regularly. Again, in through the nose. Light green energy. Coming all the way down. Hold. Exhale. Like really tighten your diaphragm and push it out. One more time. Exhale. Breathe regularly. And just feel the openness in that channel. You rest your hands like this if you like, in your lap. All right, we're gonna go into the next one. Ready? So the next, we're working on the red left channel. So the right channel is white, the left channel is red. So we're on a feminine side now, okay? And for this, we're pulling up thoughts of holding on, grasping, not letting go of things, whatever, okay? Left ring finger, left nostril, same thing. Light green energy down, hold it, gonna come up, cleaning out that red channel. All right, we're gonna do that 3 times. That right channel. You ready? Inhale. Switch. Again. Feel it coming up around, down, switch. One more time. Breathing normally. Feeling for a space in the left channel, in that red channel. You should feel a space still in your white channel on your right side. You should feel a little more balance in your body. Maybe a little bit of clarity in the back of the neck. A little tingling in the back of the neck. More openness in your sinus cavities and your ears. Maybe a little tingling back here in the jaw area. In these little lymph zones. And finally, we're going to go through the middle. Okay? The middle channel is blue. And we don't have to cover any nostrils. We're going in through both nostrils, which is breathing regularly, right? Yeah, wow, it's just good stuff, right? Breathing regularly. But we're going to see the light green energy come up both nostrils and around, down, collect. And then when we exhale, we're going up and out of the crown. Not out the nostrils, out of the crown. Almost like a geyser or a poof. Okay? Simple enough, right? And all this can be done like easy. It takes no time. Do it on the toilet. Okay? Ready. Middle channel. Oh, I feel good. Inhale, feeling both green energy coming through both nostrils. Collecting at the bottom. Exhaling lack of confidence and self-doubt through the crown. Breathing in again. Feeling your sacral and your sacrum. Feel it collecting and pooling. Sending it up, the blue channel. Right? And as it's coming out, it's dissolving in the space. Last time. Exhale. Breathing naturally and searching for the space. The reason why we spend a lot of time in the after effects of a meditation or energy work or orgasm and stuff like that is so we get the muscle memory, we can find our way back to it and call it up at any moment, right? So we're observing ourselves and the hormones that are being secreted and the releasing that's happening and the thoughts that are coming up and the agitation in which your body's feeling. And you don't judge it. You just watch it. Acknowledge it. Like, see what's happening. See where I am. Fair. And then you tell yourself, well, that shit feels good. Like, that's what's happening. You know what I mean? So this is the 9 breathings of purification. All right? We're just going to sit with that for a second. So, normally when you do that, before you start, you stick your arm out and then come up. I just forgot to tell you all that, but this stimulates the small intestine meridian, which also brings in joy and acceptance and fun and all that good stuff. But you stimulate the energy body that way. Okay. So, So this one is a kind of a, it ain't really a heavy meditation, but it kind of can be. It can be kind of profound a little bit, not a little bit, a lot. And this is definitely a tantric exercise. It feels amazing, right? And when things come to take you away from that, then you know that that's a disturbance and you need to like exit stage left or exit its stage left. You see, this is a roadmap to our inner selves. And it's just easier than cracking an egg. Shoot. So this next one, I can't remember exact name for it, but it was brought back to my attention by this guy named Jason Miller. And this, it's a tantric confession. And what I'm thinking of is, do I want to do that? Or do I want to do some cord cutting? My plan was to do 3 days of this each week, right? Run through it and then take you guys through some progressively heavier things. But I think I'm going to do cord cutting on the next one. And yes. Okay. So we're going to do what I was telling you about in a second. One of the biggest things that you have to understand if you're going to be on a spiritual path, on whatever path, in a life path, a power path, is the fact that you have to take responsibility for things. You got to take responsibility for things. If you make yourself a victim, you're never really going to be able to rise up. So before we go into the purification I was just talking about, and honestly I should have did this one first, but it's okay. We're going to take some thought responsibility. Now, you can use your third eye for a lot. And one of the things, especially as of late, which I don't know how I feel about it, I don't really like it, is that I've just been seeing and hearing people's thoughts way too much. Way too much. I'm trying to eat. I don't want to know what's going on in your life. Person 3 booths down. We eat at home kind of energy. What I've been going through lately, right? But a lot of the situations that we're going through is a product of our mental construction. So we have to take responsibility for the thought forms that we send out. Okay? Now, this is a portion of cord cutting, but it's a mental cord, and it's more of an advanced cord cutting thing, but we're just going to do a little bit so you guys see the process of how to kind of buffer your thought energy a little bit. So obviously your third eye can look out, but there's also the back part, and it's like an angle, kind of like this. So if you are able to stimulate the back portion, you can see who's talking about you, people talking about you behind your back, all kind of stuff like that. You can find all kind of information. When you look out through the front, you can also see the thoughts that you are projecting around yourself that's keeping you in a mental prison. Okay, so we just did the breathings of purification. We thought about a time that we were angry, and we thought about a time that we avoided, and we thought about a time that we were attached to things, and then we thought about a time that we had self-doubt. Now we're going to take responsibility for those things that we thought and put out into the universe that probably wasn't even true. You see what I'm saying? Like, I take myself always. So let's say aversion. Simple stuff. Business aversion. I don't want to get on the internet and talk to people. I love talking to y'all, but I'm a very quiet person and I don't have that much to say until I do. So I'm like, what do I do? What if I get up there and I don't have anything to say? And it'll make me like hesitate a little bit. But the mental thought of me thinking that I may not have anything to say, or I may not be received well, or whatever I think, those came from me. Right? And I thought them and put them out to the world. Now, if I had some kind of stimulus of why I thought that, that's one thing. But they're my thoughts. And I'm a master of my mind. And all is mine. Right? We're putting real principles into play here. If all is mine, and I'm God, or whoever you say, I have control over my mind. Right? I can do 3 push-ups and quit, or I can do 5, 10, 100 push-ups and quit. I can't get to 100. But there's a point where my body's going to stop working and my mind can tell it to keep going. Right? If God can't force me to do good and the devil can't force me to do bad, then obviously I got control of my mind, right? So if I'm going to be creative in my world, I have to use the tools properly to build this thing. So the first thing I have to do is take responsibility for the fact that I don't have to think whatever it is I'm thinking. So what we're going to do is just for a little while, we are going to breathe very deeply into our lower stomach, into your lower dantian, right? You're going to breathe into your middle dantian, you're going to breathe into your upper dantian, and you're going to just close your eyes, you start looking out of your third eye. Okay? Just look. You may see something, you may not. But I want you to look for thought patterns that came from you. And when you see these thought patterns, or you feel something, or you think something that you thought something, even if you thought something, we're gonna send some pure white light to each of these forms, and we're gonna dissolve them into space. You can dissolve them into space. You can pull them back into you and reconcile them into your system, because this is upon your mental cord, right? So you can reassimilate this. You know what I mean? You can do a lot, but what we're gonna do is just dissolve this stuff into space. Amen. You feel me? You feel me? No, we're gonna do some good stuff. We're gonna do some good stuff, because I want y'all to feel the power. And this is something that you can do over and over and over again. Like, practice is going to give you perfect performance. I promise you. And this stuff really works. And as soon as you switch your mind into doing, are y'all back? Whatever. Switch your mind into doing what you got to do. That's what your brain wants to do. All right. How do I? Well, I'm the wrong one to ask about digmatizations. I'm just the wrong one to ask, because it follows me about. Bye, guys. I love you. Good night. Go ahead and go to bed, because I blatantly disobeying what I asked you not to do. Close the door. Thank you. Sorry about getting spanking. Alright. So here we go. So like I said, we're going to breathe deeply from our lower stomach in a relaxed way that's natural to you. Relaxed and natural to you. Like, I don't want you to overthink anything. There is no wrong way for you to do this. Just breathe. Feel your stomach come out and in. If your chest is rising a lot, just put one hand on your chest and one hand on your stomach. And if this hand raises more than this one, you know you're doing it wrong. Just make sure your lower hand raises higher than your upper hand, okay? You're just breathing deep. And we're just going to see a little bit of light collecting down here in our lower dantian. You may feel it coming from your back. You may feel it coming from your front. You may feel it coming from a little seed place, from your navel. We just feel this little sense of power here. This stabilizing sense of power that's keeping you grounded and keeping you balanced. And then we're going to inhale some more. And slowly bring that light up into our heart area, into our middle dantian. Feel free to rub it. Feel free to touch it. You just feel a little bit of light growing. Don't do this hard. Don't force breath. Don't try to bust nothing open. Just entice the energy to come to you. This is yin work, family. Yin work. Okay? So now we're grounded down here in our middle dantian. We're settled right here in our, grounded in our lower dantian, settled in our middle dantian. And we're just going to push this energy up and out through the third eye. And we're just going to look. And we're just using this light to be the light that's coming out of our third eye, so we can use to scan. Okay? So your aura could be about 3 feet around you. You might see multiple layers. You may see nothing. You may feel something. You may feel nothing. It's fine. Just try it. And look for these thought processes, thought patterns that are not serving you, that are negative, that are heavy. Even if they didn't come from you, just look at them. I see some up here. Mm-hmm. Now the same light, we're going to add a little bit of gold to it. A little bit of gold, sprinkle, gold, sparkle, gold, whatever. Add that to it. And we're just going to use that to apply to each of these thought forms. And just watch them dissolve slowly but surely. And if you can't get dissolved all the way in this time, that's fine. You can always come back to it and try some more. But as that gold light hits it, it's reorganizing everything into a clean, harmonic pattern. Feel the changes in your body where that thought might came from. There may be some emotions tied to it. Allow yourself to feel it if you want. And just send some loving light, the gold, the white and the gold, through the cord that's attaching you to this thought pattern, this emotional tie that you have. Just slightly start siphoning in this energy to coax it down, to relax it a little bit, to appease it a little bit, to call your energy back a little bit, you know? And we're going to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And on the last one, we're going to snap hard, forcefully with the exhale out the mouth. It's going to look like this. Snap that. Anywhere you feel it. Alrighty. Inhale. 3 times in through the nose, out through the mouth. Severing, of course, these mental thoughts. Release the energy you got attached to it still, as much as you're allowed to, as much as you're ready for. Snap. Snap. Around you. Snap over your kids. Snap. In your house, in your corner. Snap. Your throat. Snap. And what that does, and what that does is it breaks up stagnant energy patterns, because it's not just in your body, it's here, it's all around, snapping things. You'll feel it collapse. This is a symbol of implosion. It's a symbol of implosion. And when we put our thoughts and our focus and our energy, snap the fuck out that pattern. Put our focus and the energy, then what it's doing is creating harmonic waves. And when harmonic waves match at Planck, which is a place where physics and science no longer works, it's like the most infinitesimal place, period, then it causes an implosion. That causes organization in the system. And then that, in turn, causes bliss. It's a whole cascade of waves and frequencies. Gamma cascade, a gamma wave cascade from the brain all the way down. Okay? It's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Alright, I think we got time for one more if y'all want to do it. If y'all want to do it. How are y'all feeling? Are y'all up for one more? I like it. I like it. I like it. We in this thing, man. I like it. Good shit, fam. Good shit, fam. Spray something in my tea. Hold the tea. So this last one, it's a little bit in depth, but it's a treat. Yeah. I appreciate y'all vibing with me, man. I am, If you put the energy in, you're gonna get something out of this. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. So this next one. This is like one of my favorite purification meditations that I do for myself. Let me look up the real name for this thing, because I'm about to give y'all some ghetto name for it, and that's not really what it is, and I don't even know if the name matters. It's some kind of Sanskrit something, you know what I mean? But this is a traditional tantric purification exercise. So in Tantric, and no matter what you believe, apply it how you want to apply it. So this is all about enlightenment. And this is what I'm going to call the Tantric confession. And the way this works is, like, we just shot some stuff out of this area. We just shot some stuff out of this area. But we're going to center ourselves. I do want to look this up. I'm not. Whatever. I'm in the zone. Fuck it. We're going to center ourselves. And we're going to tap back into our breath, into our energy. And then we are going to see like a star above our heads. All right? Like a star above our heads. And out of that star is going to appear your masculine energetic form and your feminine energetic form. You could put detail to this, but I say don't put no detail to this. Just let it be a light being or something non-descriptive. Just masculine and feminine. Okay, no matter what you are, whether male or female, you're going to have masculine and feminine. You can have your masculine side over your right side, your feminine one over your left side, whatever. And what they are serving as is your intermediary between you and whatever you got going on and all of the consciousnesses that have ever reached enlightenment. So that's your Buddhas, your Jesus, your Yoganandas, your Rinpoches, whoever, right? All of them throughout time. Greetings. Welcome to whatever this is. All of the beings that have ever reached enlightenment. Let's just say they're hanging out on some department somewhere, and this is how we're gonna be able to talk to them. So obviously I ain't gonna ask y'all to confess to me, whatever, but to yourself. You can say it out loud, silently, whatever else. You're going to start confessing about whatever, right? 1 star. Like a ball with 2 beings out of it, okay? It can be some of the things that we just worked on. For me, I often confess forgetting my power or forgetting who I am or drinking the Kool-Aid that I'm less than anything. That's one of my continuous confessions because I do it every day. You see what I'm saying? Or I confess that sometimes I could be a little impatient, or that I doubted myself, or I create them damn thought forms that put me in a situation I'm mad about right now. And then I feel this and I feel da. Okay, that's going to happen. So the beings are sending this up. Your masculine and feminine higher self is sending this up to this cloud of enlightenment. It reaches and it starts coming down. Follow me, family. This is Tantra. Then your masculine and feminine side start coitus. You know, they start having sexual engagement. And the juices that are arrived from that or derived from that start pouring down into your crown and into your body. As that happens, negativity, tar, sludge, darkness, smoke, whatever starts coming out of your eyes, out of your ears, out of your nostrils, out of your mouth, out of your pores. It starts flowing down, just spilling out. Now, as it's spilling out, you're also going to feel or imagine the underworld. So if you're a Christian, you're going to see hell, you're going to see this, you're going to see that, whatever else. And there's beings down there that feed off of this negativity. And we're going to let them have it. And what that is going to do is kind of grease the skids. Like it's a blessing to them. It's good to them. So it gets them off your back a little bit more, right? You put the negativity where the negativity needs to be with who wants the negativity. You put your enlightenment divinity in the right places. And we flow this thing down. And when we do as much as you can, because everybody's going to have a different limit, you're going to thank Everything. Thank your higher self, your lower self, your this, your that, everything that had a participation in this experience. You're going to bring it on down. You're going to go eat something delicious. You're going to hug your partner. You're going to think. You're going to journal. Whatever else. But you're going to feel and be in this place of gratitude for the fact that you don't have to hold this stuff no more. Okay? So, a little word and a note if we're talking about affecting our life for the better. On a shamanistic and a magical side, people don't talk about it too much. You will get a lot of benefit from paying off negative energies that are effing with you. Because that's what some of them are. They're just effing with you. You see what I'm saying? Like you moved to a new neighborhood and new land, to a new city, new state, and you ain't say nothing to none of these energies that's on your land that your house is built on and all this other stuff. You don't know these people. Give them a little incense. Give them a little this. Give them a little that. That is a very typical remedy in magical things. Anyway, so this is where we're going through. I'm going to talk y'all through this. All right, it's a lot. It's a lot. Y'all can watch this again. I'm going to save it. But I'm going to talk you through it. I want y'all to get nice and comfortable. After this, I kind of want to talk, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to cut the live and let y'all be where y'all at. Okay? Because you might need to continue on, and I don't want to force people talking a lot. The reason why I don't want to force people talking after situations like this and scenarios is because your consciousness could be split, and if we start trying to get you to do earthly things too fast, it may not be healthy. So I'd rather you just take it on down, integrate, assimilate, do what you got to do, on your own time, because this is about you. This is a marriage in yourself. This is reflecting in yourself. It ain't got nothing to do with me. And though I would love to hear it, this ain't about my validation of whether these exercises work. It's about you having experience. Okay? So let's get into this Tantric confession. And I'm probably going to cry. If y'all know me, you know I cry. I have tissue. Crying is good. So, here we go. Just want to breathe deeply, naturally, comfortably. I like to lay down and do this. I'm going to sit up for you guys. But feel free to lay down. Keep your back nice and straight as possible. And this will be a good time to uncross your legs. If your legs are still crossed, it's okay to uncross your legs for this, especially if you're laying down. If not, it's fine. You can keep them crossed. It doesn't matter. But we're going to go in through our nose, and out through our nose. Feeling that space we created, in through our nose, out through our nose. Nice long inhales and exhales. Now, just like we sent this pole of energy up in the last exercise, we're just going to ride this middle pillar right back up. It might take you a while to come up. Just take your time. And you're just going to visualize a star, an orb, a globe right above your head. If you can't visualize it, feel for it. All right? If you can't feel for it, make it up in your imagination. All of it is fine. Humor me. There's a globe. And out of this globe, out of this star, is your masculine divine energy and your female and feminine divine energy, and they're facing each other. You smile and greet each other. They connect to you, to the earth. And above them manifests a beautiful cloud of white and silvery light. The most beautiful vibration, the most accepting vibration, the most peaceful vibration. all the things that the holy books are written about. You can just feel in this cloud. And all these beings are looking at you. And they're listening to you. And they're asking you to pour your heart out. They can feel your heart. They can see your heart. And they're just asking you to lighten your load a little bit and give it up. And for 2 minutes, I'm just going to go into a confession silently to ourselves, or very rare confession. And as we confess, as we lighten our load and lighten our hearts, our masculine and feminine side, embracing holy love, accepting one another, empowering one another, working with one another, bringing pleasure to one another. And all that bliss that's created just starts flowing down your middle channel, through the globe, down into your crown, past your third eye, into your throat and your heart, flowing down the front and the back of your body. Reaching the fountain spring at the bottom of your feet. And as it's flowing through your body, it's pushing out every toxin, every self-doubt, every confession, every blockage, every piece of debris, every disharmonic cord, every entity implant, every parasite. It's pushing out through your eyes. Tar seeping out of your eyes, out of your nostrils, out of your mouth. Almost surprised and almost disgusted by how much stuff is coming out of you, but so grateful for the fact you have an opportunity to purify yourself, and that just feels so good. Let it run, let it run, let this thick stuff run. Now just flowing down your body, out of your pores, dripping out of your ears, seeping down and dripping into the earth. It's going deep into the earth, to be received and processed by all the things that like that kind of thing. And in return, they send you blessing. They untie binds. They call off their friends. They call off the dogs. They open things in your favor. They do a little extra for you. They give you your mind back. They give you your energy back. Just let this process run. I'm just going to say a little prayer. Thank you to the Most High Divine Creator for opportunity to be here in third dimension. have an experience of knowing ourselves, loving ourselves, and owning our power. And for that we say Ashe, 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 Ashe. Thank you for all the angels, elementals, ancestors, deities, anything that has our best interests at heart. Thank you for all the ancestors that we know and that we do not know, that we are known by. We pray that our higher ancestors grab our lower ancestors and show them to light, show them the way of alchemy and transmutation so we could rise together. And as we heal, pray our healing funnels down to nourish the earth, nourish the water, nourish the plants, nourish the animals, nourish the ancestors in the astral realm. Bless our hearts. And for that we say Ashe, 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 Ashe. Thank you to the cardinal directions, north, east, west, and south. Thank you to the 5 elements, earth, air, fire, water, and spirit, for making all of these manifest. Thank you to our divine higher selves. Thank you to our lower selves. Thank you for contrast. Thank you for duality and polarity. Thank you for the ability to master myself, to show myself what I'm made of. Thank you, God, for resilience. Thank you, God, for pleasure and for bliss. Thank you, God, for righteous indignation and justice. Thank you for choosing when to wield my power. Thank you for letting me be able to heal and to harm. Thank you for the ability of balance. Thank you for everybody here on this line. We ask for all of their guides, if they're open to it, to be with them, to speak with them clearly, to give them direct direction of how to work with themselves, and heal themselves, and be with themselves. We ask for the power of the Divine Mother, the Divine Father, to undo as much ancestral karma as possible, to tie as many knots and curses and tangles as possible, to mend as many cords as possible. Above anything, we ask for wholeness. Wholeness and clarity. Mend these cords of relationships to our parents, to ourselves, to our children, to our friends. Let us trust ourselves again. Let's not be afraid to play big and be as great as we actually are. Squash that self-doubt. Disturb it in space. Dispel it in space. And say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'd like to undo all works of foot magic, crossing, hexing, any contracts made knowingly or unknowingly that are ready to be released. We'd like to release those right now. We ask for all of the defenders of light to just come through, clean our houses, clear our houses, protect our bank accounts, protect our minds, protect our children, everything we hold dear. Protect our dreams. Let us sleep well. Put us back on solid ground. Let our feet be solid upon the ground. Let our muscles be strong. Let our heart be strong. Let our eyes be solid and clear. Let our will be determined and led by heart and led by spirit. Thank you for allowing me to do this work. It's always an honor. Please keep my ego silent. Let me hear clearly, see clearly, feel clearly. Thank you for this opportunity to be here to get over my own things and share it amongst community. And for that, I say, Ashe, 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 Ashe. And I'm going to burn some ancestor money for everybody who's on the live right now. All right? 12, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 people, 13 people. Shout out to the ancestors. 13 people. I don't have no space for this. I might need a bigger burning bowl, baby. Need a bigger burning bowl. Burn some money for your people, y'all. Where do the lighter? Burn some money for your peoples. I'm gonna let y'all look out this thing. 14 people. Burn something for the ancestors. Burn something for the spirits of the land. Our American ancestors. Let's burn something for our unborn children. Woo! Woo! For unborn babies. For our businesses. Burning some for all that credit card debt. You gonna burn 2 for credit card debt, hell. Burning one for our children's mental health. What you want me to burn? Shout out something. Shout out something. I'm burning for everybody. What we burning for? Give these people child support. Yeah, we burning for that too. This is real shamanship. I ain't playing with y'all. We doing this shit for real. You about to break some curses. What else? For all the abuse that we've been through, you've been through some abuse. We're gonna burn and break cords on that. What else we need? No, this isn't. This is hell notes. I will burn a dollar bill for real. I don't care. I'll burn 100. Shoot. Yes. For our financial freedom, our mental freedom. I just saw King Simon get on live. We gonna burn stuff for Dick Gregory. What's the ancestor? What y'all got? What y'all need me to burn for? Limiting beliefs. What else we got? Anxious attachments and parental wounding. Absolutely. For both sides, the healing of the parents and the healing of the children. The adult children, the grown children, the old people children, the old people parents, everybody. And this, I burn because I love y'all. Addictions, absolutely. I keep burning. I got a bad push. You know what I mean? Addiction, break it. I keep hearing somebody want a new job. We gonna burn for that new job. Yeah. Distractions. Ashe. Ashe. Ashe, God. My pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure. Step into that path, baby. It was my pleasure. This was beautiful. This is beautiful. I appreciate you all bearing with me with this. You know, this is what this stuff really looks like. Like when y'all see me doing all this razzle dazzle, this is how I got here. Through clearing, through processing, through this, and through that. And the only reason that stuff works is because the energy system got tuned up. But I love you guys. It's my plan to be back here tomorrow. Same time for day 2, you know. Yeah. This was beautiful beyond belief. I'm so honored to be able to facilitate for you all. If you need a private session or anything, let me know. If you want to come do a workshop, let me know. If you found this helpful and healing, feel free to hit me a Cash App. I will. Oh, I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. And this was just beautiful. I could feel it. I appreciate y'all being there with me. Yeah, absolutely. Is that right? Well, I'm just going to throw this in here. The dollars let you touch. If you feel, you're more than welcome to send donation. If you're not, I'll be just as happy, you know. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Take a bath, eat something good, hug your kids, and I'll see y'all next time. Beautiful. Ashe.